Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rahawah Kakadash, and double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone, and to the bishops and elders in Connecticut, and to the high priests, teachers that taught our apostles, and to the brothers that's out there putting their lives on the line, teaching this truth. Shalom to you, right? Shalom to the elect, and this Yahweh from the Great Millstone Houston camp. And I'm gonna get back to it because I found the precept that I was looking for. I was kind of had me kind of high because I couldn't find it, but I spelled it wrong. That's what it was. I knew I was kind of like butchering, and I spelled it wrong. That's why I didn't appear. It goes into Yahawashi being, more, I say more beaten than any man. That I could say even like with Emmett Till. You see how bad Emmett Till was beaten. He was beaten more, harder than that. Bad than that. I just say it like that. Ain't finna just make up a word. But Isaiah 52 and 14. Let's get into it. As many were astounded at thee, his visage was so marred more than any man, and his form more than the sons of men. So Yahawashi was more, what he went through, man, they pretty much disfigured him, okay? And let's get this in the NLT. In the NLT it sounds pretty cool, it don't sound cool, but it make, a little bit more sense too. Isaiah 52 and 14 in the NLT. But many were amazed when they saw him, right, Yahawashi. His face was so disfigured, he seemed hardly human. And from his appearance, one would scarcely know he was a man. See that? Yeah. Yeah, man. So, just looking to see. But that's the point. He was more than any man. Okay? And let's get, matter of fact, let me do this. I got it already. Let's see. Yeah, see this with Emmett Till, right? Yeah. Don't kind of hate showing it, but yeah, really kind of don't look it really don't look human, right? Disfigured me, it says Yahawashi was more, it was more moral than a man. So you have to kind of like, vision that. Okay. Because it says in the NLT, his face was disfigured, seemed hardly human. And let's get Isaiah 50 and 6. Right? Isaiah 50 and 6, and it reads, I gave my back to the smiters, and my cheeks to them that plucked off the hair. I hid not my face from shame and spitting. Yeah, that sounds like Yahawashi, what he had to go through, right? Right before he got crucified, right? Let's read it in the NLT. Isaiah 50 and 6 in the NLT. I offered my back to those who beat me, and my cheeks to those who pulled out my beard. See that? I did not hide my face from mockery and spitting. See that, man? This is what they did to Yahawashi, man. It's written, Isaiah prophesied this in the Old Testament. Okay? So, man. This is things that we have to take in consideration, man, with Yahawashi. This ain't no game. This, you got clowns, like I always mentioned a few years ago, talking about you don't supposed to worship Yahawashi. And that shit still, it's crazy to me, right? see. Let's get Matthew. It's not gonna be long. I just, I had to come back, and go into, he was more than any other man. He was beaten than any other man. I mean, let's go 26. What matter of fact, let me get it in the other app. Let's go to, I think I already got it. Yeah. Let's go to Matthew 26. I'm going to start at 64, but the point is in 67, right? Matthew 26 and 64. Yahawashi said unto him, thou hast said, talking to, I believe it was Pilate and some of those chief priests, right? The high priest, and, because them wicked bastards there, man. Let's go ahead and let's read it. Matthew 26 and 64. Yahawashi said unto him, thou hast said, nevertheless I say unto you, hereafter shall ye see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power, who is that? Which is Yahweh, right? So, these high priests, chief high priests, man, they didn't like that, man. Yahweh was telling them, hey, I'm the Son of Man. I'm going to be sitting right next to Yahweh when time come, right? I'm going to read it again. Matthew 26 and 64. Yahawashi said unto him, thou hast said, nevertheless I say unto you, hereafter shall ye see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power and coming in the clouds of heaven. The clouds of heaven was that so-called UFOs, the chariots, okay? So, yeah. Let me get on. I'm going to come back to that. Let me get my favorite precept. I brought it out in the last video, but I love this precept. Revelation 1 and 7. Yeah, okay, I did it right. Behold, he cometh with clouds, right? Who is the he? Yahawashi, with clouds, so-called UFOs, the chariots. And every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. Who pierced him? You got them Roman soldiers back then, whoever they may be. They might be, like I said in the last video, they might be one of these top military people, okay? But when Yahawashi come back, he's getting their asses. That's what's pretty much saying. And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. These wicked people out here, they're going to see Yahawashi in this UFO, so-called UFO, on a chariot, so-called black man. He's finna bring havoc. And they're going to be wailing, okay? Even so, Amon. So, So, hey, I just broke it down. When Yahawashi come, he going to get them clowns that pierced him. And everybody else going to be, shit, they're going to be out of here. They're going to be probably having heart attacks and all that, right? And they see Yahawashi, so-called black man, on that chariot. Yeah. Okay. Verse 8, I read verse 8. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending. Said Yahawashi, which is, and which was, and which is to come, the Almighty. So, man. I don't want that smoke, from Yahawashi. Lord willing, I'll be beamed up. He come to get me, take me away from this place before it gets destroyed. But let's go back into it. Matthew 26 and 65. Then the high priest rent his clothes, right? Because he rent his clothes, what Yahawashi said, that he's the Son of Man, right? He's going to be sitting right next to the right hand of Yahweh, right? Coming back in that so-called UFO, right? Then the high priest rent his clothes, saying, he have spoken blasphemy. What further need have we of witness? Behold, now ye have heard his blasphemy. Verse 56. What think ye? They answered and said, he is guilty of death. So, they gave his plea, he's guilty of death, right? Like I say, which Yahawashi had to go through this, He had to go through it, but it was written. Matthew 26 and 67, it was the point, I wanted to go into, because, how they did him. Then did they spit in his face and buffet him, right? And others smote him with the palms of their hands, right? Pretty much saying they beat Yahawashi, man. Spit on him, beating him, Verse 68, saying, prophesy unto us, thou Mashiach, mockery, making mockery. Who is he that smote thee? So, hey, just showing you, man, what Yahawashi had to go through. We have to take that in consideration, man. Okay? So, I hope this has been edifying to the point. Just wanted to come back and get that precept in Isaiah 52 and 14, going into he was more than any man. So, I hope it's been edifying to the point. Until next time, I'm going to give our praises due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rahawah Kakadash. Until next time, Shalom, Shalom to the elect.